This is KBOI 2 News, first at 4.
And take a look at this. This video shot just this afternoon. You guessed it, at Bogus Basin.
Bogus has gotten more than a foot of snow in the past 2 days. It's like a skier's paradise.
And it sounds like more snow is on the way.
We have Weather Alert team coverage this afternoon. First of all, Chief Meteorologist Roland Stedham will be telling us when we should see more snow in the mountains and the valley.
But first, KBOI 2's Lauren Clark asked road crews how they're putting those extra resources to use after last winter.
Well, you know, as the days go on, we're probably going to be seeing more and more of this stuff on the roads. This is the salt that they usually do to do pre-treatment conditions there on the roads. Now, salt is just one of the many resources that both ACHD and the Idaho Transportation Department have added in order to beef up some of their winter road conditions and making it better for this year. But with all those scary crashes we saw earlier this week, I asked them, is it all making a difference? Transportation crews have had their hands full this past week as winter weather hit the Treasure Valley.
Or slow going as you make your way toward downtown Boise.
We already have 2 accidents reported. That number might be climbing throughout the morning.
The visibility is becoming poorer and poorer as the morning goes on. Last Thursday, nearly 100 crashes and slide-offs were reported in Ada County alone. Scenes like this harken back to images of last year's winter. Craig Quintana from the Ada County Highway District says they've learned a lot of lessons since last year. A lot of changes have been made too. New blue salt helps crews know which areas they've already treated, and 11 new plows are added to the force. But are these making a difference this year? Quintana says yes.
The ballpark guess, our response is anywhere from 10 to 15% quicker.
He says crews deployed a new strategy last week. The department has 16 routes to treat and plow around the county. And this time, some of the main areas got more attention.
Allowed us to maintain all the work we were doing on those 16 routes and then have enough additional equipment that we were able to have a special unit of plows go and hit the main arterial routes.
The Idaho Transportation Department says they've seen a lot of improvement as well. They point to a recent mobility report. This measures the percentage of roads that are clear of snow and ice during a storm. Not factoring the past storms, this winter they've hit nearly 80% in the state. That's even higher than their goal.
Is that all available resources during this storm over the weekend, even the one on Thursday of last week? All available resources were deployed.
But even with all the resources deployed, both departments want to remind you to be careful behind the wheel.
We can't do it 100% of the time. It's just impossible. That's why whenever anyone gets behind a car, it is incumbent on you to drive as conditions allow.
Well, just like both of those departments who track a storm before it arrives here, us at KBOI2 will also be tracking this upcoming storm on Thursday. For more information on that, definitely download our KBOI2 app, as well as watch our weathercast. We'll be giving you the most up-to-date information when it comes to that. Reporting live here in Boise, Lauren Clark, KBOI2 News.
Thanks, Lauren. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interstate right now. At I-84 in Vista, you can see bright sunshine and the roadways are clear. And as we look to I-84 and Linder, you can see that as the evening commute gets underway, it's smooth sailing, and again, lots of snow in the foothills.
So how long will that last? Chief Meteorologist Roland Stedham wanted to get outside to track the next storm. He's up 8th Street with our STEM action drone. And what are you seeing, Roland?
Brett and Natalie, what we're seeing is an extremely active weather pattern. I see absolutely no reason to change the pattern or the activity of the pattern. We're catching a little bit of a break today. We're going to catch a little bit of a break tomorrow, but already by Wednesday and Thursday, the leading edge of the next storm is going to be on the horizon. Here's the way it looks right now from the STEM action drone. The foothills got several inches of brand new snow here over the last few days. It has been an extremely beneficial series of storms that we have seen, with even the Treasure Valley seeing an additional foot of snow, an additional inch of snow just today alone. That happened during the overnight hours. And now as we kind of focus in on what we're seeing up in the high country, as you could tell, the mountains are definitely relishing from what was a very, very good volley of storms, and more is expected to move in. Let's see what the temperature readings are doing outside right now. We're currently hovering right around the mid to the upper 30s throughout much of the Treasure Valley. and that is going to continue. The satellite image shows what is another round of storminess that is developing up to the north and of the west of us. As this storm moves out of the way, we do have drier weather that's going to be affecting us here for the next 24 to 36 hours, and then the change will be coming later on this week as that next round of storms moves in. So here's the way it looks with the forecast and the temperature readings. As you can see, we're currently in the mid to the upper 30s right now throughout the Treasure Valley. Overnight lows tonight will be dropping down to right around 15 degrees. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures at lunchtime around 31. So even with all of the sunshine in the forecast, it is still going to be a very, very chilly air mass, and that's because the flow is coming in out of the northwest. Plenty of sunny skies tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy skies tomorrow. No issues with any significant weather expected tomorrow. Again, the next round of storminess moves in late Wednesday and Thursday. So there's the live shot from the STEM Action drone as we're zooming in on the hot spot in the valley right now, and that is Bogus Basin. For more on all of the great powder that they've had out there, let's go to Sarah Jacobson.
I'm here at Bogus Basin. You can see around me, it is a winter wonderland. I spoke to the general manager today, who says that they've received about 15 inches in the last 48 hours. And what started as a slow season has now been picking up.
The season started off pretty slow. We had some pretty good snowstorms when we needed them, like right before Christmas and right before Martin Luther King holiday. But in between, it got a little rough up there.
Rough for one reason: lack of snow. General Manager Brad Larson says their post-Christmas opening day and a tumultuous January did cause the resort's numbers to fall short of last year's, but this month is looking up.
We had a near record weekend, and for those of you that came up, you realized just how busy it was. But it was fantastic. Of course, the conditions were terrific, and they continued to be great all through the week.
And by great, he means a whopping 15 inches in the past 48 hours alone.
Oddly enough, this February, we have a chance of matching last February in revenue, and we're making it up just in the last 2 weeks.
A lot of people up here enjoying the snow today at Bogus Basin, but take a look at this, just how good the snow is. Now, I told you before they received about 15 inches, and just look at this snow. It's nice, it's powdery, and it's perfect for all those outdoor activities like skiing and snowboarding. So if you've been itching to get up here on the mountain and this weather system holds steady, now is the time. Reporting in Bogus Basin, Sarah Jacobson, KBOI 2 News.
Love the sight of that. You know, these next storms will have a big impact on our area. Our KBOI 2 News weather team is watching the radar and forecasting when the next flakes will fall. They update our weather section daily, sometimes hourly, and